Okay. Let us begin. Oh god, lights just turned off. Hello again, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. We're still stuck on this boat with Rikku and that guy who grunts a lot, so let's see what we can do. Now, right before we ended last time, I did spot a little thing sitting here on the deck, so let's check what this is. It's an Albed primer. The secrets of the Albed language are revealed. When they say Y, it's actually an A in English. So you might have noticed last time that the Albed speak a different language. It's shown in purple. And throughout the game you can find these primers that tell you what it's a straight, like, letter for letter translation. So you can, if you find enough of them, you can start to understand what they're saying. I've achieved the rank of Albed Hujila. I don't know what that means. Alright, they wouldn't let me into their secret boat club, so what else can we do? Oh, Riku's out here. Maybe they kicked her out of the club too, because she was nice to us.
You said... you play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Never heard of it.
Ah.
That's a nice sky. I really like that.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here.
It's a really wild guess,
Oh.
Rikku.
And one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Zanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh. My Zanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place, that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way!
Tidus, you've broken the boat with your mega sports kick. Oh my. More grunting and rolling. That's not good. I can understand that. Man overboard! If Sin is below this boat, we're screwed. Rikku, no! Oh my. That whirlpool does not sound good. Great, I'm dead. Drowned to death. He's alive! The drowning seems to have had no effect. Ow! I'm under attack by some balls. Another gang!
Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
Hey! That guy's got some serious hair. Now that I'm back at a place where sports exist, I'm in my element. Alright. Let's see here. One sphere level, that's not important. We're at a much nicer beach now. Where's Rikku and all the rest? They're probably dead. Whatever. So, what do you guys, like the Yellow Pants Club?
Try that move one more time.
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
Sports. Ah, how zen. It didn't even touch my head. It just floats there. Say goodbye to your ball. You'll never find it again.
You know, amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkanabes.
You idiot. Rikku just told you not to say that. Just 10 minutes ago she told you that.
What team you say again?
I meant... forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
I got too close to Sin and he took my shirt.
But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
In fact, no one here wears a shirt. What kind of island is this?
All right, back to practice.
Those don't count as shirts.
Coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What? You hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Alright, food time. Need yum yum for tum tum. Oh god, these guys are awful at sports. You're all losers.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkan was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile
It's quite the
of rubble
segue.
now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkan along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Rikku said. Waka and Rikku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
I don't know what was so funny.
That was a good one, huh?
Oh, I get it.
Hey, I'm not saying the team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with
You're
Sin.
walking the wrong way,
Maybe
man.
if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
Now, Waka and I both wear cool necklaces, so we're going to be best friends. First of all, Waka's kind of a weird name, but he's a pretty cool guy. And let's go over some of the things he said. First of all, he said the same thing as Rikku, that Xanarkan was destroyed 1,000 years ago. He said that that was a city full of machina, which is just what they call machines. And, you know, we saw it earlier. It was very lit up, and we didn't really see very many machines, but you can tell it was pretty technologically advanced. You know, I lived on a very fancy boat. And so he said that Sin showed up and started destroying these machine cities. Waka's, you can tell he's somewhat religious, and seems to know things about Sin, so hopefully we'll find some answers. Let's touch the orb and let's go on our way into the jungle.
Hey, it's this way.
What about this way? Oh, there's nothing that way. There's something on the map, but we can't go there. A giant cliff.
Huh?
Waka, don't you push me. You bastard!
What's the big idea?
Now we're on the island of Besaid, which is a very lovely place. I really like this song, too. And this is kind of where our journey really begins, because from the beginning we've just kind of been tossed from place to place. But you'll see coming up here that this is kind of where everything really starts. Alright, we've got Waka to help us fight. He, of course, attacks using sports. Throws balls at people. He's also got a skill, Dark Attack, which inflicts darkness on an enemy, which basically means they're blind. And, I don't know if it's impossible for them to hit, but it's less likely. They're more likely to miss. We don't need to blind those fish, but let's hit them with a ball. Blammo! Can you imagine throwing a ball so hard at a fish that it died? Wow. Alright. These are dangerous waters, but they're so pretty. Let's swim under the water. Some kind of underwater mushrooms. Ooh, a treasure chest. Just floating there. More fish. Kill them all. Kill all the wildlife. Why not? Also, by the way, I don't have a huge problem with sports or people who like sports, so don't think that. It's just the fact that Tidus he comes off as kind of dumb, but he's like a rich, professional athlete. And then, like, the first guy he meets is just like, yeah, man, I play sports too. And that's how they bond. It's just kind of funny. But that's cool. People bond over lots of stuff. I like sports too. I've just kind of started to drift away from like the traditional sports. I like more, unique things. And I don't mean horse fighting. Waka, where'd you go? Oh God!
Let me go.
Surprise attack.
Got a favor to ask you.
We just met.
You want me on your team, right?
A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on!
Oh yeah, so I forgot to talk about it, but Waka also mentioned that we're in Spira. That's the world that we're in.
Sure thing.
And I don't really know if it's the name of the planet or the continent or whatever, but it's like everything.
Our team is gonna rock, eh?
Worth noting that, Tidus says he's from Zanarkand, but
I thought
he never mentioned Spira at all.
Things that Spira and Zanarkand had in common.
Like right there, he keeps them separate,
I wasn't too
so
far off either.
it's like he hasn't heard of it. Which would be odd if it was the whole world. But maybe things have changed, who knows?
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years. And we never won a game.
He's 23?
Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
That's so weird. This is off topic, but you play games when you're younger, and all these people are like...
After quitting, I got this new job,
Well,
yeah?
hold on a second.
But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
They're bad.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament. Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best.
That's not the attitude of a winner.
If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
We've never won a game. We've never scored a goal. We haven't even had a game where all of the team members were there. Victory seems far off. Anyway, what I was going to say is, you play these games, you know, when you're younger, and a lot of people are given ages. And so when I first played this, it was a long time ago, you know, Waka just said he's 23, and he was way older than me. And now, like, I still think of him as being older than me, but he's like 5 years younger than me now. And that's weird.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Nice shirt.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if something happened now.
Twould.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe.
About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
This music's so good. Anyway, last thing about the age thing I was talking about. I think honorable mention would be to the Phoenix Wright games, which I love a lot. And those characters are like lawyers, and I think of them as being older than me, of course. But then you look at their info in the game, and they're like 20. Are they 23 also? Like, they're younger than me now. I'm like, you guys are lawyers. I'm not a lawyer. Anyway, even though Tidus comes off as kind of dumb in this game, it does really work plot-wise for him to be, I don't remember what the term is, but like the protagonist that doesn't know anything about the
We'll
world.
get you something over there later. Take a look around first.
You know, he doesn't know what anything is, and he's always confused, so he asks, and then people explain to him what's going on, and that explains it to us.
Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
We just got here. Where's the food you promised
Remember
me?
the prayer, right?
Of course I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
Why would he know that?
You must have forgot or something. Here, I'll show you.
We've seen that before, at the very beginning.
Go ahead, you try.
Oh, Tice, that's horrible. You're gonna disrespect the elders.
Not bad.
It was bad.
Okay, now, go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
He's like looking at his hands. What am I holding? So, a weird coincidence. In Tidus' Zanarkand, blitzball players would do that to be like, yeah, we're winning, or we're gonna win. But now it's a prayer here. Very odd. Fiends are around even during the day. Take care not to travel alone. Ya? Ya. Fiends are what they call all the monsters in this game, if you hadn't caught on to that. Lady, where are your pants? Odd clothes you got. What about you? This song is great. Very chill island music. I'll just take someone's belongings. Talking about a boat or something. Look at the inside of this hut. It's so pretty. And what are you doing? You're also not wearing any pants. What's with people on this island? Get some clothes, people. I know it's a tropical environment, but seriously. wear, like, long flowing garments or something. Waka, is this your tent?
Go present yourself to the temple summoner before we eat, yeah?
But I'm hungry. Look, it's cooking. I wonder what we're eating. I hope it's lobster. Let's see, there's a little side path back here. What are you doing? Sin struck Besaid village so many times I lost count. After this house got hit, I guess the owner just let it be. Well, if they don't care, then I'm gonna take their stuff. Potions. No wonder they left them here. Oh, money. Alright, I think this is the Crusaders' tent. Yeah, what's up, guys? Tell me about yourselves.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
Like an
I think
hour
so.
ago.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir! The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Jeez, Tidus.
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many
Rude.
times. And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just
Are
tell
they
you,
making fun of me?
but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
Yevon seems to be some sort of religious figure. There's a creepy masked leotard woman in the back, but I'm not going to talk to her. Creeping me out. Alright, I think there's one hut we haven't gone in. Who lives here? Do they have any food? No, they're like weaving fabric, but clearly not for clothes. Alright, so there's several huts and then a giant temple. And a dog. Come back, dog. You're the talk of the town, you know. I've only been here 3 minutes. Trees swaying in the breeze, clouds blowing by. Beautiful. Alright, let's check out this temple. Maybe they've got those communion wafers. Woman praying, people praying to figures, which I think are statues, although it looks kind of like a choir.
Them, standing in that place.
It's a pretty cool temple.
I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
They've got much better statues here. Alright, what's up, temple people? The whole village was burnt down a long time ago. Don't bother people when they're praying. That's a really tall dude.
10 years have passed since Lord Roscoe became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
From where?
Well, what's a High Summoner?
Oh.
I got too close to Sin's, toxin.
Man, nobody around here is allowed to not know anything.
It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny.
And really sad.
The summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
Yeah, that's kind of what he meant. So yes, they're talking about summoners, and summoners have been in Final Fantasy for a long time. They've always been, a character that can summon big, not monsters, but creatures or great figures to come down and do some giant attack in battle. And so here they're saying that summoners here call down Aeons, which are a blessing from Yevon to, fight sin or help protect people or whatever. Me favourite's Lord O'Holland, ya! Spitting image of me old hubby. I'll take your word for it. High Summoner Gandalf. We have Lord Braska on the right. And who's this third person? Nobody knows. Okay, let's just go in these main temple doors. Oh, only sworn guardians may approach the cloister of trials. Alright then. How about these side doors? Pretty nice room. No help from the scriptures. Nice hat. And this room is a mess. Clean up your temple. Well, there's not much in here. There goes that lady again. I didn't meet the summoner. Will Waka let me eat yet? Waka, feed me.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look pushed.
Alright. I will take a nap.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly.
Mysterious conversation. Some sort of dream.
It's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Now this is a flashback dream.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
It's little Tidus.
But he might die.
Still a jerk.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so?
That's Tidus's mom.
But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
So if you remember from the first episode, a guy on a radio or something was talking about how Jecht, who is Tidus's father, had been gone for like 10 years. And so it seems that Jecht just disappeared or took off or something. People were looking for him. Tidus hated him because, his dad just disappeared one day. And 10 years later, he still hadn't been found, so... Where did Waka go? Let's go check the temple, because it's the only place in town.
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials.
Cloister?
Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
It's really not.
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
Tidus is really the best at summing
There's already
things up.
guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
Our precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
Tidus, you don't know any of the rules of this place. You don't know if going in there would, instantly kill everyone.
Maybe. This wasn't such a good idea after all.
You dope. Alright, we're in the Cloister of Trials, even though we're not supposed to be. Those who seek to learn of Yevon's secret arts are tested by the Cloister of Trials. Find the right way and you'll be taken to the Chamber of the Faith. So the Chamber of the Faith is the important part of the temple. You have to go through the cloister to get to it. And it's kind of like, it's not really a maze like a labyrinth, but it's kind of like a maze. You gotta find your way through, opening doors and looking for secrets and whatnot, so let's see what we can find. So far, it's just a really tiny room. A strange glyph glows on the wall. Looks like a clock. Touch the glyph. Touch it! Something appears on the other wall. Touch it! Touch everything. No, but Waka will, lay out the whole situation for Tidus. And he's like, you remember, right? And he's like, so... there's somebody at a place, and, they're doing something, right? Yeah. Good one. Alright, what is this? You must use a sphere to go any further. Glyph spheres open the way to the Chamber of the Faith, which is where we're trying to go. Destruction spheres, that purple circle type thing, open the way to hidden treasures. It seems that Besaid spheres are also necessary. Nice explanation. Alright, so there's a little spot there. Oh, there is actually a sphere. We took out the glyph sphere. You can only carry one sphere at a time. We have two hands, you can only use one. For some reason. So this is a little spot where you can, with a little indentation for one sphere. So all these, we're going to do several Cloister of Trials in this game, and they're all kind of grabbing spheres, putting them in places to open doors and find treasure and whatnot. So, we have a glyph sphere. Let's put it in this door with the very obvious hole. You see a sphere-shaped recess. Bing! And yeah, he can only hold one at a time. I don't know why. There's words on the wall, but they don't do anything. Let's see here. There's a sphere hole there, and there's one there on some sort of pedestal. Touch the symbols. Okay, we've made a glyph. Touched the glyph. And something is opened. It is another sphere hole. But there's a Besaid sphere in there. Let's take it out. We've powered down something. What if we put it here? Ooh, something did happen. Okay. Move the pedestal set with the sphere to the correct place. If you move it improperly, step on that flashing thing in the background and the pedestal will go back where it started. Okay, so I believe this is the way that we need to go, so let's look around a little bit more first. More words on the wall. They didn't do anything. Okay, so I think that Besaid sphere is good where it is, but we have another hole, and then actually I think we can pull this sphere out of the door? Yeah, because it's already open. So let's see what we can do with this. What if we put it here? Door open. There you go. And there is a destruction sphere. So the instructional thing earlier said that it could lead to hidden treasure. And I know of one hole that we have here. A single line. Out to these big letters. Destruction. Aha, hidden treasure, just like it said. What you got? A rod of wisdom. You can obtain hidden items by using destruction spheres, yes. Alright, that was pretty good. Let's continue. So, it wants us to push this pedestal with the sphere in it into a certain place, and I bet it's this square. So, let's just push it. Straight ahead. Right there. And it mysteriously sinks into the floor.
It's gotten into you. Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here.
I'm none of those things.
It's a tradition. Very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
Me? I'm the Pope.
A guardian?
So you're like a guy who guards a thing, right? Yes, Tidus. Whoa! Oh, I was invisible there for a second. That was weird.
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a short fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far, might as well go all the way.
I guess so.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
No, it's just... See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Also, there's that blue cat guy.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
I've done it. I have become a summoner.